is the end of January, you look out your window to one of the thousands of lakes found in Minnesota. You spot a pickup game of hockey with players ranging 11 to 65. You may only be able to see one of these games from your house, but take a stroll down the lake. I guarantee you'll see plenty more. The National Hockey League is made up of 30 teams, so it's no surprise that the state of hockey is home to one of them. The Minnesota Wild is a professional hockey team that belongs to the NHL. In the next few minutes, I will be informing you about the Minnesota Wild and why the state loves them so much. So why is Minnesota considered the state of hockey? Some argue that it all started with the 1980 USA Olympic Miracle on Ice team. 14 of the 20 players that made the final roster were born in Minnesota, while 11 of them played at a Minnesotan college. Even their head coach, Herb Brooks, was born and raised in Minnesota. Another reason can be traced back to the Minnesota State High School Hockey Tournament. Every year, thousands pack the Xcel Energy Center, whether they know the teams playing or not. People just want to watch hockey. Every year, the tournament draws in record-breaking crowds that exceed 120,000. How did the Wild come to be? Until 1993, until the team was sold to Dallas, Texas, Minnesota was known as the North Stars. But in 1997, when a campaign that was started by our mayor, Norm Coleman, Minnesota was granted an NHL franchise and became the Wild in 2000. Jacques Lemar was named head coach, while Marian Gaborik will forever be known as the first player to score a goal for the Minnesota Wild. Ironically, the Wild's biggest game of that first year was against the Dallas Stars, at home, and the crowds exceeded 18,000. The Wild won 6-0. It only took the team 3 years to make the playoffs, but they were knocked out in the Western Conference Finals. In 2008, the team won their first and unfortunately only conference title. 15 years later, now under the direction of head coach Mike Yeo, the Wild, with 492 wins and 422 losses, have a winning record overall. They have 5 playoff appearances, but unfortunately have yet to take home the Stanley Cup. The Wild's home ice can be found at the Xcel Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. They are members of the Central Division of the Western Conference with teams Chicago, Colorado, St. Louis, Nashville, Winnipeg, and Dallas. The 2013-2014 season was a big one for the Wild. Jason Pominville reached his 30-goal mark, while captain Mikko Koivu surpassed Gaborik's all-time points record. On the negative side, their top goaltender was out most of the season due to his treatment of multiple sclerosis. Despite their less-than-perfect record, the Wild has scored some pretty big names. Most recently, it has become home to the powerful duo Zach Parise and Ryan Suter. It was an exciting time when these two were traded in 2012. Zach Parise, who joined the league in 2006, plays left wing, while Ryan Suter, who also joined in 2006, plays defense. Parise leads the team in goals, and Suter leads the league in ice time minutes. Matt Cullen, a former Wild player, said, "Two guys like that, it just changes the culture immediately. They have played in real big situations and expect and demand to win." Suter, who happens to be the son of 1980 Olympic gold medalist Gary Suter, believes that the Wild's time will come. We'll get there. I have confidence that we'll get there. It's just frustrating trying to get there. The team, now in their 2014-2015 season, hopes to finish off the year the way that their fans know that they can. Whether it's a winning season or a losing season, people pack the rink. Like I said before, Minnesotans just love hockey. That's what makes the team so special to the state. Whether they win or they lose, there's always hockey to be played and to be watched. And fortunately, Minnesota fans are some of the best. So grab your coat and your skates and join your friends and family out there. But be careful, you may not be as wild as you think.